Questions of the Day with Fanuel Muindi.
All right. So wonderful to have you, Dr. Vicky Flechas. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for inviting me.
So let's get right to it. We're here in Bogota, Colombia, and it's been wonderful to get to know about the ecosystem of science engagement here. And so I came across Bichos team and Microscopia podcast that you run. So we're
Yes.
going to talk about them today. Okay? Right. So let's just start off. Bichos team. Where did that idea come from?
The idea come from the pandemic because with my friend we start like doing experiments with our kids. Both we are moms, we have two kids, and we start like doing experiments. So then people start asking us, how do you do the experiments? What material you use? So we think that it was a good thing to share this with other families and other kids, and we start like that from the pandemic.
And then Microscopio podcast, because you do this at the same time, right? Together.
Yeah, the Microscopio, the idea like is from 2019,
Okay.
and with my friend we have kids. So she has a kid, and they ask many questions. So we also like ask why we can answer those questions in a nice way, like very like uh, with rigorous way. I don't know how to say that, but easy to they understand what the explanation. So we found women that work in each topic to explain us. So we don't answer the questions
I
because
see.
we are
I
not
see.
experts on every topic. So we found women that help us to answer the questions. And the kids have many good questions. And our like lema in Spanish is there's no small question.
Right,
So
right, right.
we try to answer.
And I love the fact you're focusing on kids, right? 3 to 9 years
Yeah.
old. Why that age range? Why do you think it's important to target them in particular?
Yeah, I think because later they're not so interested in science, and because at these early ages they are not like shy, and they ask many questions, and they also like uh, uh, present their hypothesis, but they are not shy and they say everything. So it's like in these ages, and we need like to promote this curiosity, and also is I think is very nice. And one thing that I notice is when they're like young, they're like 50-50 girls and boys. But then it's mostly boys, and I don't understand what happened in which like point girls like think that they are not good for science.
Right, right. So that's hence your target in particular. So then now let's take apart Bichos team, for example. Tell us more. So what do you do there? I understand there's some kits that you are selling, and also that you do some programming on the
Yeah.
ground. Tell us more about just how it all
So
works.
we start like selling kits, like from the pandemic, and you put like everything together, and we try everything because in YouTube, for example, there are many fake like contents.
Yeah, yeah.
So you get disappointed because you do the thing that they are doing and nothing didn't work. So we sell the kits, and also now we do these workshops in universities, like for kids, but in universities, in schools, also in other spaces, or in birthday parties. So we are doing these workshops for kids, and all the kids have their materials, and they can like hands on in the things. So
Yeah, so they really get a hands-on experimental feel,
yes,
right? And then you have the Instagram page as well, right? That you showcase some of the work that you're doing, right?
yeah,
And so,
exactly.
as we were briefly talking offline earlier, how do you think about impact in a way, right? In your scenario, what kind of things are you looking for, or you hope to look for, to tell you that what we're doing is having an effect?
I don't know, for example, in beaches, I like that many kids are like coming back for
Yeah.
every activity we do. They are like they are present every time. So that's nice because they are like very like excited to do science stuff. For example, like Halloween, we did this activity for science in Halloween. So we did this like eyes, like uh, gross eyes, like using like cooking stuff. So and they came and they were very happy, and they like some candies, but they are like doing many experiments like, with reactions,
Yeah.
chemical reactions. So
So the coming back, right? That you're seeing that, and of course, it's the parents that are buying these kits, right? And they're bringing the kids back to the events.
the parents
Clearly,
are very happy also because otherwise the kids Yeah.
So it's actually important that the parents are part of the equation. You
Yeah,
cannot
exactly.
leave them out of it completely, right? So you do take a chance in making sure that the parents are aware of what you're doing. And as I understand it, you are a student at the University of
Yes.
Los Andes, and you still have connections there, right? So that helps you with getting
Yeah, it's
the
why it's
audience.
easier for us to do these courses in the Universidad de Los Andes because
Mhm.
I work and I study at the Universidad
Right,
for
right,
many years.
right,
So
right.
yeah, they know me, and so it's easier for us to like do this in the university.
Yeah, and this is something that people don't think a lot about is we do this work. It's passionate work, right? I wonder for you, like what keeps you going in this work?
Yeah, because I'm a little bit disappointed of the other part, the academics, but I like kids and I like to see like they're like very happy doing this
Mm,
stuff. So
mm.
maybe it's in this stage that you can like do something. Maybe when they're older, it's more difficult. But in this, we, they need to see that there's science in everything. There's science.
Right,
So
right.
maybe here's like we can have a impact, a real impact.
Yeah, and in the ecosystem here in Colombia as well, it's developing, it's
Yeah.
growing. So do you have a sense of where is it headed? Should we say, like, so you have your initiative here, right?
Mhm.
And how does it fit into the bigger landscape? Do you collaborate with other groups, for example?
No, we are not collaborating with. I collaborate with Ciencia Café para su merced,
Hmm,
but
hmm.
this is an initiative for the science outreach, but for adults.
I see.
So with Bichos and with the El Microscopio, we're trying to reach like kids,
Hmm.
and there's no like lot of initiatives here
I
in
see.
Colombia.
I see.
And as we like talk
Mhm.
before, is if there are many content, but it's in English, so it's very hard because well, now we speak Spanish, so it's very hard like to find content in Spanish.
Right, right.
And
Hence the focus that you
yeah,
have here as well, which presents an opportunity, if you will, right? That in this ecosystem, 10, 20 years from now, what do you hope? Where's Colombia or Bogota specifically with science engagement? Is it more funding? Is it more initiatives?
I
What
hope more finding
more
and more
funding?
initiatives
Hmm.
because yeah, we need like get like science closer to the people. So
Yeah.
because scientists are in the universities, in the labs, and it's like other world. So we need to show people that science is fun. It's not like a thing like very complex like equations and all
Yeah,
the stuff.
yeah, yeah.
That's science in like, making rice. So yeah, we need to like do
Bridge the
that.
connection, right?
Uh-huh.
Bring the two together. So more initiatives, more funding. So if there are funders watching, I think the ecosystem here in Colombia is ripe for growth. I think
Hmm.
there's
Yes.
passion. There are people here that want to do the work, and for those organizations out there that or initiatives around the world that may be interested to collaborate with you, they should get in touch, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of
As
course.
always. And so with that, it's been fantastic chatting with you. This was just a snippet in terms of learning tomorrow. We'll have the links to your Instagram and website and so forth
Twitter for
and Twitter. So just make sure you click on those links and get to know about their initiatives. And so with that, thank you so much.